So here's a weird place for a video, but I start chemotherapy for my breast cancer tomorrow. If you're interested in my diagnosis and breast cancer discovery story, it's here. But tomorrow is chemotherapy day one. I am going to lose all of my hair, or at least enough of my hair that it's gonna be shaved. The point is my hair will be gone. So, you can see my hair currently is like a greeny teal kind of color. I figured since the hair is going anyways, may as well have a little bit of fun when there's no consequences of wrecking your hair with harsh chemical dyes. Um, go out on a bang. So, yeah, 2 days ago, I used a home lightening kit, like a bleaching kit, to lighten my hair. And I'll put up some pictures of the before and after there. Um, I didn't want to like over lighten it because I didn't want it to feel like actual straw. Um, and it didn't go very sort of blondie blonde because I had previously have had red dye in my dark brown hair. So that's why it's kind of like a brassy blonde color. And then I grabbed some Manic Panic Atomic Turquoise and put that on. And this is the result. Um, and in this lighting, it is looking a little bit more like the bluish color that I wanted it to be, but quite honestly, it came out greener than I thought, greener than I expected. So, I've got more Manic Panic and I'm gonna over dye it one more time today. So I can hopefully have my dream turquoisey, tealy blue hair for starting chemo tomorrow. And heck, I share dyeing yarn videos on this channel. Why not dye another protein fiber with you all? So I've got the Manic Panic in Rockabilly Blue. Like I said, the color I currently have on is the Atomic Turquoise, which came out too green. This one looks like it's more of a blue-purple situation. So hopefully we'll get to a happier, bluer place. So I'm not going to share the application process because I don't care to go set up my tripod, and I don't know, this is not that interesting to me anyways. And the fun thing about a cancer diagnosis is that you really just decide to do what you want to do. Um, a little bit more than you might have before in life, right? So I'm going to basically divide my hair into some sections to make it easier to try my best to get even and full saturation of color into my hair. When I put the Atomic Turquoise on, I used about 3/4 of the container. So we'll probably be getting about that much of this one in here. I'll show you once it's all in my hair, then wrap it up in plastic and let it sit for 30 minutes. All right, so I've got that all schlepped, just junked right into my hair. You can see that I really went heavy with it. This blue color, which I forgot what it is already, Rockabilly Blue, was less runny. The Atomic Turquoise was more runny and more inclined to drip and drop, and this was a lot thicker. And so it was a lot less messy to get in, less staining on my face skin. And I've got probably 4 out of 5, 4/5 of that little pot in my head. So yeah, wrap your head in plastic wrap and go entertain yourself for 30 minutes. Get some jobs done around the house, and then I will wash it out, which I will not show you. And I'll show you the after I have blow dried it. Final result. Hey, so I'm a great vlogger. I mean that sarcastically, and didn't actually film the result of that initial Rockabilly Blue dye job, but I did take some pictures. So here's right after I finished blow drying, and then later that day is another picture. And then I did wear my blue hair off to my first round of chemo on that Saturday, and that dye job stayed pretty fresh and pretty happy for about a week, and then I went ahead and touched it up. Hey, so we're 10 days out from my first chemo treatment. I still have my hair, as you can see. It has faded quite a lot. I was a terrible vlogger. I think that they say usually it's about 14 to 20 days when sort of the major hair loss starts to happen. So far, I have noticed like individual hairs seem to be falling out at a bit of a more frequent rate, but that's about it. So I'm a little bit tired because on top of, recovering from regular chemo symptoms, which aren't too bad this week, I do have a bit of a cold, so that's been fun. But yeah, so it has faded out quite a bit. So I think I'm going to trim it today a little bit shorter, and I'll mix what's left of the two blue dyes together and throw that on top just to have a little fun and touch it up before presumably it starts to fall out en masse in the next couple of days here. Great, so there it is, dyed up. You can see it's a lot darker now, a little bit less that green color. There wasn't quite enough dye, probably, so there's some uneven spots in the back that probably didn't get as good of dye coverage as it should have. The cut is not too uneven, I don't think. And usually my hair's curlier than this, but I blow dried it, so it's a little bit foofy. Anyways, that's that. We'll see how long this lasts. I did promise my boys that they could give mommy a haircut before it all falls out, so I think in the next couple of days, once I start noticing some real loss, we might do a salon day with my boys. So that'll probably be next. So today is Saturday the 13th. It's officially, and I'm sorry I don't have any makeup on and my hair's dirty because I'm about to have a shower. But it is officially 2 weeks, which is when they say you start to see the hair coming out. And you can see it is really coming out. So I think we're gonna hold on to it for tonight, and probably tomorrow is going to be Dom and Alex's hair salon. But I just want to show, at the 2 week mark, every time basically I put my hands through, you can pull a significant bit of hair out. I'd imagine shampooing it right now is going to contribute quite a bit more. So we're in the end days now as far as my hair goes. Well, it's Sunday morning, and this is the hair that came out this morning. So it's haircut day probably. Yeah, I think it's time for it to go. Okay, so what do you say?
Dom and Alex.
It's a hair salon with Dom and Alex?
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys have a plan though, or are you just gonna start cutting?
Just start cutting.
All right.
You gotta use one hand to hold it, and then the other hand cuts across.
Yeah.
One here, put your hand and hold the tip there. Now cut there.
This one? Is this okay?
Yeah. Nice gentle cuts though.
Gentle cuts, don't cut mommy's skin,
And
remember?
don't pull. That's it, Tommy. You got it.
It's not snapping. It's not.
Alex's scissors might be
Alex is
better.
doing a good job.
Show the camera how much you cut off, Alex. Go show the camera. Yeah. That's a big chunk. Okay, Alex, you guys can switch scissors back and forth, okay?
I'll get some scissors.
These ones are really good, but if they stab, that's really sharp. Okay, Dom, try these ones. You gotta be
These
very
scissors.
careful with those. Those are super sharp,
You
okay?
just see.
Daddy's gonna do a cut.
Be careful with the sharp.
Is this okay? Is it hitting?
No, it doesn't hurt as long as you don't poke me in the head with the scissors. Close. Be careful close to mommy's skin with the sharp scissors.
Okay, okay.
Watch over ears too, Dom.
It just made me mad. We did not know it. Are we gonna take all of it off?
Yeah, we're gonna take all of it off. But first, you guys should try and make a style. Come up with an idea for a style.
Mohawk. Should we just make the
Just
middle?
cut the sides?
Yeah, you're gonna cut all the sides off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just do that though.
Donnie, be
Yeah, let's
very
try not to
careful with
stab
those.
people with scissors.
Don't
guys.
stab with the scissors.
Cutting a lot of hair at the time.
Oh, it's nervous making your right ears, Kevin.
Looks good so far.
Yeah, are they doing a nice even job?
You can tell they have a vision.
Get a couple more pictures of them different angles. This is funny.
Let's cut off the dark hair. Cut off some of this long hair.
Is it a good haircut so far? Here, Dom, get this piece off.
You look interesting.
Watch out for Mommy's ear though, right? Yeah, you can have the buzzer first. So let Dom do a couple more cuts and then we'll see what we're at, okay?
Budget time.
Is it
I want the buzzes. I just love the buzzes.
Should grab a Snapchat too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, who do I send that to? Everybody?
Yeah.
Everyone. Even send it to everyone. Daddy, do you have two buzzes? Daddy, do you have two buzzes?
Mom, you're holding it upside down.
Okay. Alright, should we let Daddy do some now?
No.
Hey, you did a pretty good job.
Oh, okay, that's good, Dom.
I'm gonna do the back. I'm gonna go get the
Oh god. Alright, you
Am I going down
you
to
can
the...
go just, yeah, with the 7. We'll leave it a little. Oh god, Kev. Yeah, we can sweep after, Alex. Good job.
I'm gonna cut. There's a really good garbage
No, it
in
doesn't
here.
hurt. It's the same as when you get your hair buzzed, honey. It doesn't hurt when you get your hair buzzed, does it?
Can I snip?
No.
I put the hair in the garbage.
Whatever, scissors,
We're
Dom.
done. We're done with scissors. Daddy's just shaving it all off now.
What? Make a mohawk, Dad. Make a mohawk.
Kevin. There.
Make a mohawk. But I just cleaned up some. There's just one. More hair coming.
Alexa Dom said mohawk, so...
Oh, it's Daddy's doing a mohawk right now?
Don't stop stepping in this.
So here we are, shaved head. It's still falling out. Like if you pinch, you still get, ooh, focus. You still get hairs. So I don't know how long. We did it on a 7mm guard. And once it starts to get real patchy, we'll probably have to go right to the skin. I'm being brave today and I'm just going to go into town like this. So I put a little bit of extra makeup on. Normally I don't wear any, but I feel like just to feminize me a little bit, did some makeup. And you can see the inconsistent patchiness of that blue and blonde dye job that I did. Like you can see it's a little patchy right here. Yeah, so we're on Monday, so we're like 14, 15, 16 days from the first chemo, and it's the loss is still accelerating, but I am choosing to embrace buzz cut Sarah right now. So yeah, that's what I got. So it's 3 weeks. I'm actually going for my next chemo this afternoon. You can see that we're getting patchy spots where it's falling out faster than other places, probably in the back of my head too. Aim at the back of my head, there we go. So probably some more patchy spots around the back. If this gets much worse, we'll probably bick it, or at least shave it on a 0. It's also just like, can't really tell, but it is shedding quite a bit. There's some. It gets a little itchy, and so embarrassing thing that I've taken to doing is lint rolling my head, and that just grabs the loose ones. You can see there's a lot coming out. So, but it's itchy, and that really, really helps. So cancer hack, lint roll your head. Anyways, second chemo today. I feel great right now. Really not looking forward to feeling crappy again, but that's the way she goes. Okay, so I just had a shower and so much came out when I shampooed and conditioned. We're pretty sure that, we're out the door to chemo right now. So I'm not gonna do it right now because I'll be all covered in little hairs, but tomorrow I think I need to shave the rest of it off because it's super patchy now. Chemo, it's a hell of a drug.